Welcome to Fred Achando Analysis, ladies and gentlemen. 20th is here with us. Today is Sunday. We have one day, just one day, to the big event, the grand march, whether to the CBD or State House, wherever the situation will dictate. And experts are looking at William Ruto's reactions to this event, and they feel that William Ruto is messing himself up. You see, when these things started, they thought they were mere political games. They trivialized and they downplayed, saying that they wouldn't amount to anything. But they are now staring at the reality of a mega rally because stakes are high. Kenyans are asking real questions. I have been reading comments on social media and I have come to the conclusion that this country is divided right in the middle. But one thing that unites all Kenyans is the fact that Kenyans in the lower cadre feel the same pangs of hunger, insecurity, and the predicaments of bad governance. How is the government reacting to this? Yesterday, while Raila was in a rally in Kiambu County, a rogue police officer lobbed a tear gas canister in the middle of a peaceful rally when he realized that it was time for the big luminaries in Azimio to start addressing the people. Because when Wajakoya picked that microphone and started addressing the people, they knew very well that it was going to talk, leave it to maybe now people like Martha Karua and Kalonzo Musyoka, and finally Raila Odinga. And this was condemned because the Azimio maintained that their rally was, is, and will still be peaceful. Peace and nothing but peace. Then in Githurai, a group of goons went and destroyed the Azimio dais where Raila was supposed to come, together with other Azimio leaders to address their people. These are signs and symptoms of a frustrated and scared government. And it is feared that when one is scared and frustrated, they can go to extents of even making more mistakes. I want us to look at three things that the Kenya Kwanza team must not do if they don't want to mess up, if they don't want to add petrol and fuel into an already lit fire. Number one, today they arrested some students, university students, who had a press conference and they wanted to rally their supports for the Azimio rally. They said that that gathering was illegal. Be that as it may, we are approaching the D-Day and the government must release these students, because in the event that they don't do, even the students who never wanted to go for these rallies will come in support of their colleagues. And you all know that all over the world, when protests begin by the university students, then it becomes unmanageable. William Samoei Ruto and this administration must avoid being an enemy of itself. The government should not be an enemy of itself. I have heard them saying that some people are running from their illusions. The other day, Patrick Lumumba said that it is phantasmagoria, illusions. And I feel that this government is suffering from illusion. They feel that they have done something wrong and they want to do anything and everything to bury all the wrongs and hoodwink Kenyans that everything is okay. So as we approach the big rally, let them release the students Again, let them not attempt of arresting any student, any university or student leaders during these precarious moments, because they will be feeling tension, unnecessary tension. From where I sit, I want to take the submissions by the Azimio brigade at the face value. They have said it is going to be peaceful. Who am I to doubt them? I believe it's going to be peaceful because whatever they want to do is entrenched in our sacred constitution, freedom of picketing. So the government must be very careful. If there is one who is advising them otherwise, let them be wiser, even more than the advisors. Number two, yesterday I heard them claiming that they have a counteractive measure, that on that very day they will lead Kenya Kwanza supporters to go and demonstrate around Raila's home, in Karen home, so that as Raila maybe leads his supporters to State House, they will also be leading supporters to Karen. Let me tell you, these are disparate measures, because all they want is to pit two groups against each other so that they clash and injure each other. Raila Odinga has said that he's got reasons why he leads people to demonstrations for electoral thievery, electoral practice, and what he feels will be used in 2027, because William Ruto, they feel, is pointing people who are allied to himself so that they can manage 2027 elections. Raila has said that the cost of living is just too high and he's pressurizing the government to lower the cost of living. Raila Odinga is saying that the appointments that the Kenya Kwanza Limited Company is doing are only one-sided, because they reward hugely the Kikuyu nation and the Kalenjin nation and a little bit of those who voted for them. And Raila feels that every Kenyan, even if they did not, those who did not vote for William Samoei Ruto, also pay taxes, and he feels that they also have a right of the national cake. And so when Raila goes to the streets, he's got tangible reasons why he's demonstrating. If I give one question, if I pause for a moment and ask the Kenya Kwanza team, why would they rally their supporters to Raila Odinga's home? They don't have. They're just doing as a counteractive measure. It will not help. You know, sometimes you don't need to be an escapist. Let Kenyans face the reality. Let Kenyans sit down and say, indeed, this is where the rain started beating us. So we want to look at our problems and look at our solutions, and we will succeed. But if we go on trying to blame each other, trying to counter each other, because by the end of the day, when the Kenya Kwanza team sets up their supporters and people fight on the streets, the problem, the elephant in the room will still remain. This shall not solve our problems. Number three, ladies and gentlemen, if you ask me, let them not, in their wildest imagination, attempt to throw tear gas to an already charged crowd like they did yesterday in Kiambu. Because those who go to the streets, I will assure you, those are people who have weighed the options. If they sit in the house, they don't have food. If they sit in the house, their predicaments will continue to grow every day. So they have weighed. Do I sit in the house and die, or I go and die in the streets? And they have chosen the latter. In the slightest provocation, I'm telling you, they will meet the police with force. It will not be good for us. The police must conduct themselves within the law. Because the last time I checked, a police is only supposed to use a live bullet when their lives are in danger. And so far, the Azimio have confirmed that they are going to conduct themselves peacefully. We don't expect people like Sonko to hire goons who will wear Azimio t-shirts and they start breaking into shops and they start, breaking people's vehicles. Because by the end of the day, politically they shall have achieved. They will blame the Azimio supporters. But what about the losses? If you burn someone's car just because you want to demonize Azimio, do you help? So we need the Kenya Kwanza team to ensure that they conduct themselves with a lot of decorum. Last but not least, let them not try to arrest Raila Amolo Odinga. Because the imagination that you can arrest Raila, I've heard some people saying that he could be put under house arrest or they could arrest him on that day. And from the look of things, there are people who hate Raila so much that they even imagine that they can throw live bullets at that rally. It is not good for us, ladies and gentlemen. The last thing I want to tell you, the elephant in the room is who won the August elections. Is it Raila Odinga? Is it William Samoei Ruto? And I have told you several times that I cannot ask Raila this question because he will defend himself. He will defend his position. Neither can I ask William Ruto nor Gachagua because they will defend themselves. The only person who can answer this is Ruto Wafula Chebukati, but this man called Mr. Server. It is a very, very easy question. Why can't we open this server to know who won? If it is Raila who lost, let Raila go home and let him even be charged in a court of justice for bothering us every day. If it is William Ruto who lost, let William Ruto be taken to jail because we are in this mess because either of them. Why can't we open this server, ladies and gentlemen? Let us conduct ourselves, knowing very well that we only have one nation called Kenya. I don't know what you think, but this is just my thought.